They left the basketball game with laughter in their voices, 5 friends cruising through the cold February night, eager for snacks and warm beds. The radio crackled soft music in their car as the moon followed them along the winding mountain road. None of them knew the darkness waiting ahead. The road twisted like a quiet serpent, no reason to stop, no storm, no crash, yet the engine would fall silent in a place far from home. Food, candy, and maps lay untouched inside the vehicle. Keys still their door unlocked, but the men were gone. Footsteps vanishing into the frozen woods, beyond reason, beyond fear. Morning came, and with it worry, families calling police. No one imagined the boys had gone far. They were not wanderers, they were men who loved routine, who never strayed. Yet there the car stood near Oroville, at the edge of the forest, its tires firm, its engine ready, but empty of purpose, like a stage without actors. Footprints were few, confused by melting snow, leading nowhere. The silence of trees swallowing all hints of footsteps. No sign of struggle, no torn clothing, no dropped flashlight, only there open world and the terrible question, why leave safety for cold? Searchers combed the forest, their boots sinking in snow, their voices echoing through fir and pine. Helicopters scanned white drifts, hunters reported nothing. Days bled into weeks, parents whispered prayers. Each sunrise hope thinning, each sunset heavy. The mountain kept its secrets. Men in uniforms pressed on, tracing old logging paths, checking frozen streams, every shadow a doubt, every hollow a possibility. The friends had no coats, no training. Why would they walk into winter night without fear? It was madness, or something worse, something unseen forcing them away from their car. Time stretched thin, then Thor came, revealing first the small things: a torn shoelace, a wrapper half buried in frost. Searchers tightened focus deeper into wilderness, miles from where the car sat, impossibly far. Then one day the cabin appeared, a ranger outbuilding, forgotten by most, but not by one of them. Inside, blankets pulled tight, canned food opened neatly, sheets torn into strips, signs of desperate survival, a journal unfinished, no words, only arrangement of supplies. One of them had tried to live, fought against night, hunger, solitude, but he had never lit the stove. Why? He had died of starvation, surrounded by food and heat. Outside, near the cabin, they found remains, bones scattered by animals, skin torn by cold. One man, then another, far apart, as if fleeing invisible terror. Their faces gone to time, but positions told silent stories. One curled in moss, one near a stream, one frozen mid-stride the forest floor, absorbing questions. 5 friends who should have stayed together, who should have never been there at all. The road home was behind them, yet they walked into nightmare. Some said they were chased, some thought panic, some believed a stranger had guided them into death. Families wept, holding clothing that no longer held warmth, mothers asking eyes that gave no answers. Investigators stood around, maps, circles drawn around paths. No theory fit, no tale made sense. Why abandon food? Why split in storm? Why die inches from warmth? Frost clung to their final footsteps, and whispers rose among the deputies. Tales of lights in tree shapes, in fog a figure spotted on ridge. No evidence, only dread, truth dissolving like breath in night air. Their car remained the single logic. Untouched, full tank, safe haven, rejected by minds no one could enter. Rumors grew around campfires, boys called them haunted, lost to forces older than the hills. Some spoke of a man with flashlight seen that night on road, others of voices luring weak hearts deeper into unknown. One hiker claimed hearing cries, though no living soul walked there. The cabin stood still, the blankets still folded, the can still opened, but never eaten again. Fear lingered, inward grain, terror in every nailed board. A place of final hope turned tomb, investigators sealed it. Yet nightmare leaked through memory. Years passed, still questions rooted. 5 crosses rose near forest edge, carved names facing endless pines. People left flowers, prayers, confessions. Strangers visited at dawn, touching bark of trees as if they could speak secrets, but forest never parted lips. Each gust of wind carried fragments of that lost night. Crunch of snow, labored, breathing, frantic heartbeat. The mountain guarding its cruel riddle. 5 men leaving joy to vanish into unwritten legend. Families aged there, grief etched deep, no case, no closure, only the void echoing. Where are they going? What did they see? And somewhere out there on silent ridge the wind still moves through branches, whispering fragments of footsteps, laughter swallowed by dark trails. Perhaps they ran from something unseen, perhaps they followed a call meant for no human ear, perhaps madness found them, or perhaps truth is older than reason and colder than winter. Whatever forced them from that car remains unnamed, untouched, like the final untouched keys they left behind, a mystery sealed in frost, a night that never ended.